بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. Today inshallah we'll be going through the Khatimah of the Maqsid al-Awwal. So today our Maqsid al-Awwal will come to an end. So we have our Muqaddimah, we have our Al-Amil, and today all the stuff that we need to know about Amil. And I said to you before, this is the Sugra, we have the Wusta, we have the same babs, but now we have much more detail. So once you have this in your mind, we know all the topics that we need to discuss. So even when you go into the Wusta and the Kubra, you go into all much more detail, it'll all fit under these same headings. That's why to get the structure in your mind is very important. We'll expand on the same thing. So we say Harfun Jar, we'll do much more rules of Harfun Jar, but we'll know where the Harfun Jar discussion is. We'll do more rules of Kana, we'll do more rules of La Nafi Jins, but you know where to find them. Do you understand? Okay, Al-Maqsid al-Awwal is Amil, that's coming to an end today. Then we're going to go to Ma'mul, and then we have the I'rab. So this is our chart that we've been working with. I'm not going to go through it again, we've been through it many times. So you can go through it before you go to sleep. Okay, the Khatimah. What's Khatimah? Khatimah doesn't mean conclusion. Some people translate conclusion, not conclusion here. Khatimah is like a supplement or epilogue or additional rules. It's not like, we're concluding everything. We're mentioning two rules regarding Amil, but they don't fit in the top categories. The first rule, so Al-Khatimah wa fihi faslan. There are two subheadings regarding the Khatimah. The first is Tanazu'. What's the first? Tanazu'. What does tanaza'a yatanaza'u tanazu'an mean? To fight, to debate. Naza'a, to pull somebody's cloth. So tanaza'a, like when you and your brother fighting for toys. Yeah, you smile now, you know that just happened to you. When two people are fighting, you're snatching in it. So what's happening now? It's not my fault. In Arabic, the verbs do tanazu as well. If the verbs fight, why can't we fight? So the verbs are fighting. What's happening? The verbs are fighting. Why are they fighting? They've only got one toy. So they both need that toy. They both want that toy. So what's happening? You have two Amil, but only one Ma'mul. قد يتنازع آملان فأكثر في معمول واحد. When قد comes the فعل مضارع, it means what? Sometimes. Sometimes, what's the fa'il? آملان. Two, فأكثر. Two or more. Fa doesn't mean or, but fa'akthar is a way of saying, Arabic way of saying two and more. So sometimes, in Arabic, two or more, amil, two or more governing particles dispute. Fi ma'mulin wahidin, regarding one ma'mul. If you just do this example here, you'll figure out so easily. Arju, what does raja yarju mean? To hope. Khafu yakhafu. So arju, I hope. Wa akhafu, Allah. What's arju? Is it amil? Fail? Lazim mutaaddi? So fail fa'il arju, isn't it? Akhafu is what? Lafzu jalal is a maf'ul bihi, isn't it? Of which verb? Both of them. So tanazu'. So now two verbs need one amil, one ma'mul. So I fear and hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I have hope in Allah and I also fear Him. So I have hope and fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now you have tanazu'. Two or more verbs or amil, but it can even be ism fa'il from maf'ul, etc. So two or more amil are disputing, or both of them need one ma'mul. Do you understand? So two or more verbs need one ma'mul. So arju wa akhafu Allah. Yes? Understood? You get it? Understood? That's the first masala, tanazu'. Al-fasl al-thani fi hazf al-amil. The second masala is sometimes you can have what? Remove the amil. You can figure out the context. For example, وَقَدْ يُحْزَفُ الْعَامِلُ. Sometimes the amil is حذف, محذوف, removed, hidden. Yes? For example, Allah. For example, what? Allah. Fi jawabi man qal. In the reply to somebody who says, Fi jawab. Jawab means what? Reply. So in reply, man qala, to the one who says, man ta'budu. Somebody says to you, man ta'budu. You don't have to say, a'budullah. What do you say? Allah. Even in English. What are you eating? What do you say? Food. I am eating food. So the ma'mul, the amil of food is what mahzuf, isn't it? Because the question has the enough sufficient context. So if somebody says, Man ta'abudu, what do you worship? Who do you worship? What do you say? Allah. Why is it mansub? Because the maf'ul bihi of a hidden verb which we understand from the context. Ay a'budullah. So sometimes what can happen? The amil can be mahdoof. You understand? So sometimes you have two amils want to have one ma'mul, and sometimes you have one ma'mul and no amil. So opposites. Do you understand?
How did you tarkib for the other one? No.
How do you tarkib? That's a very good question. We'll do it later on, inshallah. What you do in the tarkib, the i'rab of that, we'll do it in wusta. We will make the lafz jalal, the maf'ul bihi, the second verb, akhafu. That's the easy way of doing it. So fa'il fa'il, and there's no maf'ul, but we understand the maf'ul in terms of meaning. So in tarkib, there's no, an i'rab, there's no maf'ul of arju. Simply. And the word Allah become maf'ul bihi of the second verb, the closer verb. That's how you would do it. You say arju fa'il fa'il, jumla is finished. Any meaning we know the maf'ul bihi is hidden, not mentioned. Understood? So alhamdulillah, we've now finished our maqsid al-awwal. So one more time. Yes, one more summary, and then we finish. So al-maqsid al-awwal, and this is the last time I'm going to do summary. Tomorrow we do some exercise, inshallah. Practical, amil, ma'mul, etc. So al-maqsid al-awwal is an amil. We have al-fa'l al-amil, which is what? Either going to be qiyasi sama'i. Qiyasi is going to be lazim muta'addi. Sama'i is going to be how many types? Three types. Kana wa khawatuha. فعل المتي والذم صيغة التعجب فعل ناقص كانوا how many types كانوا أخواتها أفعال الرجاء مقاربة أفعال الشروع. Then صيغة فعل المتي والذم is what نعمة and بئس, and صيغة التعجب is أفعل ما أفعله and أفعل به. Then حرف عامل either governs verbs, or it governs now. Those that govern now, we either give one jar, one letter jar, harfun jar, or you make it mansub, which is illa, or make ism mansub and the khabar marfu, which is what? Harfun mushabbahun bil fa'il, or la li nafi jins. Or you make the ism marfu and the khabar mansub is going to be harf mushabbahatu bil laysa. Then ta'amalu fil fa'il are going to be what? Either makes it mansub or makes it madzum. That what the four that makes it mansub? An kai lanan, an kai lanan idhan. And then what makes it madzum? There are how many types? Two. One that make one verb madzum and one that make two verb madzum. If one verb is madzum, what are those that make one verb madzum? Lam, lamma, lamul amaran, la for negation. Okay? And then we have al-babu thalith fil ismi. We have al-ism, correct? And in ism, it either governs a noun or it governs a verb. One that governs a verb are five. Three have verbal meaning and two are pure nouns. What are the three that have verbal meanings? The masdar, the mushtaqat, and ma'na al-fa'il. The ma'na al-fa'il. And what ma'na al-fa'il have we done so far? One ma'na al-fa'il we've done is what? What's the one ma'na al-fa'il that we have done? The ism al-fa'il. And what makes the what else? We have mudafan, the ism al-mubham. The ism al-mudaf makes a mudaf ilay, majroor, and the ism al-mubham makes a tamyiz mansoob. Correct? Those that govern the verb are what? Huruf al-shart. No, huruf asma al-shart. And what do? They make the verb. They make the verb what? Make two verbs, majzoom. Which noun makes a verb mansoob? Which noun, which ism al-amil makes a verb mansoob? None. There is none. That's a harf mushabbah we said. There's no ism that makes a verb mansoob. Trick question. Okay. What's the ma'nawi amil? Ibtida, being at the beginning, or khuluwul mudari ani nasibi wal jazim, not having a nasib or jazim particle before the fi'l mudari. And in the Khatimah we said we can have what? We can have tanazu', two amil debating or disputing or trying to do amal on one ma'mul, or we can have a scenario where the ma'mul is mahdhuf. There's a ma'mul, but the amil is not mentioned in the text of the book. And that's the end of our first section. المقصد الأول في العامل. Understood? Any questions? Yeah, it's simple. All the details we're going to do later on. Just the concepts that need to be in your mind for now, inshallah. Good? Okay. سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك.